In today's video, I'm going to try to convince you that trading one instrument might be the best decision that you make in your trading career. Watch until the end of the video because once you hear all the reasons, you may never look at your watch list the same way again. Let's get into it. So I've been trading for over 5 years now, and for the first couple of years I was trading stocks. So I was always looking at all kinds of different stocks like Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, and then after that I was trading all kinds of assets like gold, copper, oil, and for the last year and a half I've been only trading gold. And in this video I'm going to tell you my reasons for that change and why it was the best decision that I ever made. Reason number one is to prevent overtrading. Now we all know that overtrading is bad. We want to take our A+ setups, but when you're looking at so many different charts and so many different instruments, it becomes a lot easier for you to overtrade compared to looking at one. Now remember a couple of years back, I would have some amazing trading days. I would take a great setup on gold and I would be done for the day. But my bad days are when I got in trouble. I would take one loss on gold and then I would take a short on oil. Then I would take a loss on that and then copper would start looking good. Then I would take a long on copper and next thing you know I would have 4 or 5 back-to-back losses. So it would be those bad days that would literally destroy my accounts. But when you're looking at only one instrument, you're naturally not going to overtrade because if your setup does not work, you're going to be waiting for that next best setup. And if you took a loss in Asia, that next best setup might come maybe in London or New York, or it might just come the next day. So naturally, you're only going to be taking that 1 or 2 losses until the next day. Reason number two is that it simplifies everything. When you're looking at only one instrument, you don't need so many charts, right? So it makes it easier for you to travel. It makes it easier for you to look at the instrument. You don't need to be sitting at your desk with 10 different monitors looking at all kinds of charts. But not only that, but it simplifies your decision making. There is a human nature for us to think that when we do more, we are more productive, but that is not really the case. You're actually watering down your focus. It's very difficult to be focused on 5 or 6 different instruments, looking at what it's doing on the higher time frames, comparing it to its actions on the shorter time frames. With one instrument, you're able to truly focus on it, see what it's doing on the daily, see what it's doing on the 4-hour, then go down to the lower time frames looking for your sniper entries. And it's just so much easier for you to focus on one. And each asset moves differently. It has a different structure, different volatility, and it has different behaviors in different sessions. So really just focusing on one, you're not scattered in that way. So honestly, a year and a half ago, when I made that decision to trade gold, my life just became so much simpler. And at this point, gold and I are literally in a committed relationship. So every single day, it is just me, it's gold, and the charts. And hey, if this video so far has prevented you from that toxic relationship that you have with your 12 chart situation, go ahead and hit the like button. I'm gonna try to convince you more. I have more reasons why you should be only trading one instrument. Let's keep going. Reason number 3 is that you learn its behavior deeply. Now, when you are trading any kind of asset, it has its own rhythm. It moves differently in different sessions. It moves differently in every day. It reacts to news differently. So you can't trade 2 different assets the same way. So gold, for example, has its own language. I have spent hundreds of hours studying it. I know how it moves during Asia. I know how it moves during London. I know how it reacts to news. I know how a fake out looks like on gold. And you really can build that instinct when you are flirting with so many different assets. So when you are focusing on only one instrument, you are truly learning the language of that instrument. And over time, you're getting more and more familiar with it. Next reason is that you become a more patient and better trader. Now, we all know that patience is one of the qualities that is the most important in trading because most of the time you have to wait for your setup, and then once you take that setup, you have to be patient and let it play out. And patience, in my opinion, is kind of like a muscle that you have to train, right? It's kind of like going to the gym. When you go to the gym, you have to keep training your muscles to get better and better over time. So to be more patient, you have to constantly train that muscle as well. So when you are trading one asset, you are practicing that patience even more because you are always waiting for that setup to occur. And when that setup is not there, you are being patient. You are not scanning the charts. You're not looking for something else to trade. When you're you're doing that, you're not really being patient, right? So when you're focusing on only one instrument, you are naturally building that muscle, right? You're constantly training it to become a better, more patient trader. And reason number 5 is that one is enough. So I trade gold only, and in a week I only take 3 to 5 trades per week, and that's because I trade the higher time frames, the 30-minute and the 1-hour time frames primarily. And gold gives more than enough opportunities every single day and every single week. When you get away from all of that TikTok and Instagram hype, which is fake, you realize that the best traders in the industry are realistically only making 2 to 5% per month. And that is more than enough on gold. And the good thing about it is that by focusing on only one, you are staying disciplined, and when gold gives you that opportunity, you are able to spot it better. You are focused, you see the opportunity, and you take advantage of what gold is providing you. So you don't really need more instruments to make more money. The two are not correlated here. So in my trading career, it was never about taking those good trades. Those good, easy trades are always going to be there. Once you know your strategy, you're going to be taking them anyways. But the big challenge becomes how you handle those losses, how you handle those drawdown periods. And by being able to focus on only one instrument, not only do you not have those big blowout days, but you're able to really narrow down your focus and be able to spot the opportunity and take advantage of that. So that, guys, is why I only trade gold. Now for you, it doesn't have to be gold. You could trade any instrument. There's so many different assets out there that you could trade. But in this video, I wanted to convince you why you don't need more. You don't need to be jack of all trades. You only need to master one. Now there's a famous quote, and I think it's by Bruce Lee, that it says, "Fear not the man who has done 10,000 kicks once, but fear the man who has done one kick 10,000 times." And by focusing on one instrument, you could become the master of one. So that's it for today's video, and I hope that you got some value from it. And in the comment section, I really want to know from you. Are you convinced? Or perhaps you think that trading more instruments gives you more opportunity or is better? And I really want to hear from you. And there's of course not a right or wrong answer here. But here I really wanted to talk about what has really worked for me and put my reasons of why I do it. So go ahead and hit the like button, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Subscribe to the channel, join the family. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to have you on this journey with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you next time.